If you want to hold on to hope, and you are holding on to hope, but it feels like a one moment at a time kind of day for you, then this video is for you. That is where I'm at. I'm choosing to be hopeful for what is available, what is out there in the world for me, but it is another rainy, dreary day. You might even be able to hear traffic going by on the wet roads. And it's a great representation of where my mood's at. So instead of focusing on that, I'm focusing on one moment at a time. With that in mind, let's pause and take a deep breath. So this one moment at a time thing is proving a little bit difficult for me because I don't want to show up for myself and I don't want to pause and breathe. I want to lay in bed and do all of the self-soothing things that honestly I've been doing a lot today. But this is important too. So good job to all of us for showing up to breathe for a minute and to create something that will help us feel a little more grounded, a little more centered, and remind us that it's just one moment at a time. If you are sitting like I am at a table with your art supplies, you can use anything. As always, crayons, paper, cardboard, scrap paper, whatever you have on hand, just to move your hand and calm your nervous system. That is the point of all of this, is just to help us come together, calm our nervous systems, and continue with our day. So today we're going to do some quick inhales, and we're going to do multiple inhales and then one longer exhale. 3 or 4, and I'll hold up my fingers. 5. Let it out. And then we'll move to our mindful art portion, which is just going to be small circles. Small circles with your pen, small circles with your watercolor, paint, crayons. So let's get started. Just find a little stillness in your body. Notice where you're holding tension. Try and release it. I want you to do whatever you need to do to feel supported and at peace. And then when you're ready, if you need a minute, feel free to pause the video. Always listen to your body first. But when you are ready, let's get started. So let's breathe in and exhale. If it feels better to close your eyes, you can do that. 5 inhales and exhale. Let it go. Let's do it again. 5 inhales. And let it go. 5 inhales. And let it go. I'm going to have no prompts. Let's just do it together. Ready? Good job. Come back to your natural breath. Just observe your body and how it feels, whether it's different now than it was when you started. It's a short practice just to get in your body, help calm your nervous system. Once you feel ready, if you need a few more minutes and you have your hand on the remote and want to pause the video, go for it. When you're ready, flutter your eyes open Find some movement in your body. And the practice today is just repetitive patterns. I'm making small circles. You can make whatever pattern jumps out at you. If you want to make lines, if you want to make squiggles, if you want to make squares or triangles. And the intention is not to make perfect circles or perfect squares or perfect anything. It is just to move your body, create space for yourself. Remember that it's one step at a time, one moment at a time. And there is hope in recognizing that that is okay. It is not a sunshine and rainbows kind of thing. For me, hope is something to hold on to continue moving me forward. Remember that it doesn't matter what this looks like. It doesn't matter if you had a vision in your head when I said simple patterns and you are just looking different than what your vision was. That's fine. The only time you're doing mindful art wrong is when you're being unkind to yourself. Keep breathing while you're creating. Keep finding your stillness, finding your peace. What is your focus? Is there anything that's coming up while you're doing this? Make sure if something comes up, you write it down. Right now, I'm actually finding a lot of gratitude in recognizing that I am able to move my hand, recognizing that my body is functioning. I feel hope for going into work tonight. Grateful that my body will carry me through. Grateful that I actually did stop and take this opportunity for a mindful moment. And in observing, I'm wondering, as you're creating, are you feeling any differently than when you sat down? I surprisingly, maybe not surprisingly, because this was my hope, I feel more like I can take on the next things. And when you're in a place where it really does feel moment to moment, when you receive that, I don't have the words, but when you realize that you can move forward to the next moment, it's kind of everything. That's kind of what I'm trying to make space for. I'd also like to encourage you that if something feels like you want to do it in this art creative process, you should do it. Again, remember there's no wrong way to do it. I'm not judging your art. I would love to see it. Somehow I wish we could do that. But not because I'm like, did you make this stroke right? No, absolutely not. I don't care. What I care is that you are taking time for you. You are making space for you. And if your art says anything to you, feel like some of my other art that I made on one of these videos kind of looks similar to this, but I don't really remember. It doesn't really matter. I notice the feeling of my arm moving in this pattern, this circular pattern is, man, does something nice for my nervous system. I notice my mind calming. This video feels different to me as I'm creating it than my other ones that I've made. Let me know if you like it. Maybe hit a thumbs up if you like it, just because that's the easiest way to communicate, hey, this was good. And then I can kind of look at them and see if there's different ones that felt differently to people. I'm also curious, like if you are creating with me, how your hand felt moving and what patterns felt the most to you. If you don't have words for what that felt like, that's okay. Obviously, I don't either. Cool. I'm feeling a sense of closure coming. Not like I'm done, but like I'm done. I feel like with stuff like this, I could probably do it forever, but we do only have so much time in our day. What is the point of this beyond focusing on the moment? I don't know. But this is what I came up with. This is a collection of my moments today. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time. I hope to. Tomorrow's day 5. I don't even know if I said that again. Today was day 4 of our 5-day mini-series on hope. It was a difficult one for me to start, but I'm so grateful that I did, and I feel better already about the rest of the day. So thank you for being here. Hope to see you tomorrow. I'm kind of curious now, like what they look like. Totally different. Same color scheme.